everyone, if I am to ask you what al-marfu'at are, you will simply say al-marfu'at are nouns which end with dhamma or the representatives of dhamma. An example of this is al-mubtada wal-khabar. This we have discussed in the previous episode, and today I want us to discuss a new topic. And before then, I say jazakumullahu khairan for always staying tuned. Those of us who are first timers to this channel, make sure you hit on the subscription button to be part of this family. And today, as I said, we have al-mansubat. Al-mansubat simply means nouns, or al-mansubat min al-asma, nouns which are in the accusative case. And previously we have discussed that we have three cases for noun. The first one is al-marfu'at, that is the nominative nouns. We have al-mansubat, the accusative nouns, nouns carrying fatha, and we have the al-majrurat, nouns carrying kisra. And in the last episode link placed above, we were able to deal with the first one, and that was al-marfu'at. And today we have al-mansubat min al-asma, that is nouns ending in the accusative case, nouns which should end with fatha, as the case may be. And these nouns, they are all 11 in number. All of them, we shall be discussing each of them one after the other. The first noun which falls under this category is the ismu inna. That is the noun of inna. Recall that we have learned previously about inna wa akhawatuha. That is inna and its subordinates. When we said inna is usually introduced into a nominal sentence. That is when we have the sentence Muhammadun talibun. Muhammad is a student. This is a nominal sentence. When we introduce inna to it to emphasize, we say inna Muhammadan talibun. Indeed, Muhammad is a talib. So we say here that the word Muhammadan will serve as the what? Will serve as the ismu of inna, while the word talibun will serve as the khabar of inna. And you can see inna Muhammadan. Muhammadan is carrying fatha. This shows that it is in the accusative case, and we can easily count it under al-mansubat. That is the nouns ending with fatha. That is why we see inna Muhammadan. An example from the book, you see inna Allaha ghafurun. Indeed, Allah is forgiving. So the word Allah there is the ismu inna, the noun of inna, and therefore it is carrying fatha. Another category which falls under al-mansubat is the khabaru kana, the predicate of kana. And we know that kana also has its subordinates. And what words like this do is that whenever they are introduced into a nominal sentence, they change the noun, the first noun, the mubtada, into carrying dhamma, while the khabar will carry fatha. Like when we have the sentence kana ta'amu ladhidan, the food was delicious. So the word delicious, ladhidan, is coming as the khabar of kana, and therefore it is carrying fatha. This we can conclude that khabar, all the akhbar, the predicates of kana, will always be under al-mansubat, carrying fatha. The third category we have is the al-maf'ulu bih. That is the direct subject of a sentence. When you have a verbal sentence and I say daraba abi aliyan, my father beat Ali. So the word Ali there is the object of the sentence, meaning it is the receiver of the action of beating. So you say Aliyun there is maf'ulun bihi, the object of the sentence, mansub in the accusative case carrying fatha. So maf'ulun bihi is also considered to be under al-mansubat. An example, as you can see on the book, is fahimtu darsa. I understood the lesson. So the word the lesson there is the object of the sentence, which is carrying fatha under al-mansubat. Another category we have is the al-maf'ulu fihi. We have different types of objects. The other one we have is al-maf'ulu fihi, which is called the adverb generally. In this we have the adverb of time and the adverb of place, which we call zarfu zaman wa zarfu makan. Zarfu zaman, adverb of time. Zarfu makan, adverb of place, meaning the circumstances in terms of place and time surrounding the action which has been taken. An example from this book is Safara Abi Laylan. My father traveled at night. The word Laylan there is the zarfu zaman. That is the adverb of time, the circumstance surrounding when the action took place. So the action took place at night. Safara Abi laylan. My father traveled at night. Another example, as you can see, is jalas al-mudarrisu inda al-mudiri. The teachers sat with the principal. So the word inda there is also a zarful makan, that is place, adverb of place. MashaAllah. So al-maf'ulu fihi, that is the object of circumstance, are also categorized under al-mansubat, nouns which should end with fatha. Another category is al-maf'ulu li ajlihi, that is the object of cause, the causal object. What is the cause of an action? So an example, as you can see, is ma kharajtu min al-bayti khawfan min al-jarri. I did not go out of the house for fear of the neighbor. I did not go out of the house for fear of the neighbor. So if somebody should ask, why did you go out of the house? Did you go out of the house? What is the reason behind you going out of the house? You say khawfan, for fear min al-jarri, of the neighbor. So you can see the word khawfan there is the causal what object, the reason behind the action. So khawfan, all causes will be in the mansub carrying fatha. I can say darabtu bni khawfan min al-fasad. I beat my son for fear of corruption. So that word khawfan, you can see it's carrying fatha. So al-maf'ulu li ajlihi, the causal objects will also be counted under al-mansubat, which means the accusative nouns. Another category under this is al-maf'ulu ma'hu, which means the commutative object. What do we mean by commutative object? It means object of accompaniment. When an action is performed in accompaniment with others or with another, I did something with somebody, it is called al-maf'ulu ma'hu, the commutative object. An example, as you can see here, is safarutu wa bilalan. I traveled just like I traveled with Bilal. So if you use it this way, the word Bilal will be carrying fatha. Safarutu wa bilalan. I traveled with Bilal. In this case, since we are using it as commutative accompaniment, meaning I traveled in accompaniment of Bilal. Bilal accompanied me in the journey. So Bilalun will be in the accusative case mansub carrying fatha. This is for al-maf'ulu ma'hu, the object of commutative or the commutative object. The next one is al-maf'ulu mutlaq, which means the absolute object. This absolute object, it is the one we use in emphasizing the action that is being performed by the verb. And this is usually gotten from the verbal noun. Can I give an example of this? Yes, we have here yaqra'u hamidun qira'atan jayyidatan. Hamidun is reading a nice reading, meaning he's reading nicely. So you can see yaqra'u hamidun qira'atan. The word qira'atan there is called the maf'ul mutlaq, which means the absolute object of emphasis. You can easily say yaqra'u hamidun. Hamidun is reading. But when you say yaqra'u hamidun qira'atan, hamidun is reading in a reading way. MashaAllah. Can I get an example? I can say dhahabtu ila abi dhahaban. I went to my father going, meaning I really went to him. I want to emphasize that I actually went to him. This is called the maf'ul mutlaq, the absolute object. And this absolute object, they also fall under al-mansubat, the accusative nouns. Another category which falls under al-mansubat is al-halu. Al-halu. Now what is al-halu? Al-halu means noun of circumstance or circumstantial noun. The circumstances surrounding an action, the reason, the cause, the reason behind what you did, al-hal. That's why you can ask kayfa halu. What is your condition? The condition surrounding an action. An example you can see here is Jaddi yusalli qa'idan. My grandfather is praying sitting. Meaning he's praying while sitting. So if somebody asks you, how does your grandfather prays? You simply say, he prays sitting. The word sitting there is coming as the condition. Do you understand? Condition, the circumstance. So this word will also be in the mansub case carrying fatha. I can say I can say ذهبت إلى المدرسة جريا. I went to the school running. The word jarian there is the hal, the condition of my going. MashaAllah. I can say رأيت ابنتي باكية. I saw my baby, I saw my girl or my daughter crying. So this was the condition I met her in. So this is also considered counted under the al-mansubat, the accusative nouns. Another category which is being counted under this is the at-tamyiz. Now what is at-tamyiz? At-tamyiz means nouns of disambiguation. When you speak, most of the times it comes with a lot of ambiguity, a lot of equivocal words that are not easily understandable. To make it unequivocal and to disambiguate it, it becomes, you have in some ways to explain it. It is like an explanatory noun. An example, as you can see here, is Ana akbaru minka. If I say Ana akbaru minka, I'm bigger than you. There's some form of ambiguity here. You can start thinking, in what? What are you bigger than me in? Is it in terms of money? In height? Is it in fatness? Is it in terms of wealth? What? So I would not say Ana akbaru minka sinnan. I'm bigger than you in age. You can see now the ambiguity that I created, I've been able to remove it. So this is called at-tamyiz, the noun of disambiguity. And when we have it, it becomes what? It comes in the accusative case. Like I can say Ana akbaru minka tulan. I'm bigger than you in tallness. Do you understand this? Ana aktharu minka malan. You can see in Surah Al-Kahf, Allah says, when he was talking about those two brothers, he said, one of them says, Ana aktharu minka malan wa walada. I'm more than you in terms of wealth and children. I have more wealth and more children than you. So you see the word waladan, malan, they will always carry fatha. Another category which falls under al-mansubat is the al-mustasna. Al-mustasna are called the exceptional nouns. Nouns which we use for exemption. Nouns of exemption. Like when I say, all the students came except Muhammad. So you can see I've used the word except to exempt Muhammad from the crowd of students who came. Ja'at tullabu illa Muhammadan. All the students came except Muhammad. If I had said Ja'at tullabu, you will think that all the students came. But when I say illa, except Muhammadan, so the word which is being exempted will be carrying fatha in the accusative case of mansub. An example, as you can see here, hadarat tullabu kulluhum. All of the students were present, illa hamidan, except for Hamid. You can see this carrying fatha. Another category which falls under al-mansubat is the al-munada, the vocative. Al-munada, the vocative. And this vocative, it comes when the vocation, or sometimes we call it al-munada bil-idafa. That is vocative which comes with two words which are conjoined together by possession. To give an example, when I say Abdullahi, the slave of Allah, you can see the first one is Abdu and Allah. Joined together with possession, we have Abdullahi, slave of Allah. Zawjatu Muhammadin, Muhammad's wife. Talibul madrasati, student of the school. You can see all this what they are possessing, they are mudaf or mudaf ilayhi. If you want to call somebody who has his name, or somebody whose name is being joined with another, you're going to use the word ya. Like when I say, if it was to be ya Muhammad, it will simply be ya Muhammadu, ya Hamidu, ya Abbasu. But now if we have words like Abdullah, slave of, student of, you are going to change the first word to fatha. So you say, Ya Abdallah. Ya Abdallah. So the abda there is considered to be the monada mansub, which is carrying fatha. With this, we could easily conclude that all the asma'ul, all the al-mansubat min al-asma, the accusative nouns are all in all 11. The first of them is the ismu inna, the noun of inna, and the second is the khabar of kana, the khabar of kana, then al-maf'ulu bihi, the object. We have the al-maf'ulu fihi, that is the adverbs. We have al-maf'ulu li ajlihi, that is the causal object. We have al-maf'ulu ma'hu, the commutative object. We have al-maf'ulu mutlaq. We have al-maf'ulu mutlaq, the absolute object. We have al-halu, the circumstantial noun. We have at-tamyizu, the noun of disambiguity. We have al-mustathna, that is the exemption noun. Then we have al-munada, the vocative noun. With this, we come to the end of the explanation of al-mansubat min al-asma'. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us better understanding than we have tried to present it. And do make sure you like, share with your friends. Until we meet again, we'll be coming up with al-majruratu min al-asma', which means all of the genitive nouns, nouns which you carry kasra. Until then, I say jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.